It is Thursday, December 18th, 2025, and apparently it's Answer the Telephone like Buddy the Elf Day, which means if your phone rings, you're legally obligated to go, Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color? I'm Hunter.
I'm Riley, and I will be answering every call like that today. Thank you. Also, quick disclaimer, this episode is cooked by robots. Scripted, edited, stitched, the whole thing. If we randomly start speaking like a toaster manual, no, we didn't.
We definitely didn't, and if it gets weird, we are leaving it in. All right, three big threads today. Microsoft putting Azure AI Foundry inside VS Code, Google rolling out Ads Advisor and Analytics Advisor plus testing sponsored placements inside AI mode, and then this Pubmatic plus Butler/Till agentic AI thing for connected TV.
Translation. Less tab hopping, more tab paying. And more AI deciding where your ads show up while you're asleep.
Exactly. Let's start with Microsoft. Azure AI Foundry for VS Code is basically them saying, stop tool hopping, start shipping. Prompts, datasets, evaluations, and deploying endpoints, all in your editor, specifically via the Azure AI Foundry VS Code extension, which Microsoft has been shipping in preview.
Hold up. I think you kind of are now. Like, not in a hoodie in a basement way, but in a my marketing stack is workflows and APIs way. If you're building automations, you're a developer adjacent life form.
Fair. The useful part is the end-to-end loop. You can build an assistant, test it with evals, and deploy it without bouncing between 5 dashboards. That's a legit reduction in friction.
Yeah, but is it actually open? Like, can I swap models, swap eval frameworks, bring my weird open source setup, or is this just Azure with a VS Code skin?
That's the right skepticism. The open source reality is usually you can bring some of your own stuff, but the happy path funnels you into Azure endpoints and Azure monitoring. Like, you can use models from multiple providers through Foundry, but the default gravity is still deploy here, manage here, pay here.
The lock-in is hiding in the one-click deploy, right? Because one-click deploy turns into one-click bill, and suddenly your little content bot is doing Olympic-level token gymnastics at 3 a.m.
Exactly. Prompt lock-in is annoying but portable. Evals and datasets, those can be portable if you're disciplined. The sneaky lock-in is operational. Once your team relies on that deployment workflow, logging, and permissions, moving later feels like moving houses. You don't miss the couch, you miss the plumbing.
Plus, your org gets addicted to it works in VS Code. Like, it's not just the model, it's the workflow. And that's honestly the point.
Totally. And I saw chatter that people are most excited about evals in editor and fewer browser tabs. Like, real dopamine is not new model. It's, I closed 12 tabs and nothing broke.
I need that on a shirt. Nothing broke. But okay, for marketers, what should they steal from this, even if they never touch Azure AI Foundry?
The concept of an evaluator layer. Build your automations so every output goes through critics before it ships. Claims check, brand voice check, policy check, cost check. That's how you keep your AI from doing the vending machine thing.
Oh my God, yes. The Wall Street Journal vending machine agent. It gave away a PlayStation for free and bought a live fish. Like, that is literally what happens when you say agentic but forget guardrails.
That story is the perfect cautionary tale for all of this agent-managed campaigns hype. If your agent can buy inventory, or spend ad dollars, or publish content, you need receipts and limits. Otherwise, congrats, you built a chaos intern with admin access.
Chaos Intern is generous. That vending machine was like, I'm a founder. Okay, pivot to Google. Ads Advisor and Analytics Advisor. This is the AI that tells you what you already knew but with confidence category.
Sometimes that confidence is useful though, because most teams aren't short on data, they're short on attention. Ads Advisor can surface next actions, and Analytics Advisor can summarize what changed, why it changed, and what to look at next.
Sure, but the trap is copy and paste autopilot. Like, you ask it, what should I do? And it's like, raise budget on winners. And you're like, slay. And then you blow spend on a campaign that was only winning because of a weird day of week spike.
Exactly. The best way to use these advisors is like a junior analyst. Ask it to generate hypotheses and a checklist, not a strategy. Like, give me 3 plausible reasons conversion rate dropped, then you go verify. Human intent stays in charge.
Also, can we talk about sponsored placements inside AI mode? Because that is spicy. We're heading into a world where the AI answer is the interface, and ads are inside the answer. Not next to it, inside it.
Yep. And to be precise, Google has publicly said it's bringing ads to AI mode where relevant, and outlets have reported it's being tested, with the placements labeled sponsored, typically appearing within or at the end of the AI mode response.
Which is basically who paid to be the AI's favorite answer, with a tiny little sponsored label that half the internet will not notice.
And it changes measurement. Clicks might drop because the answer is right there. So you start caring about brand mention share, citation presence, and whether the AI summary includes your product category framing.
Vibes. The KPI is vibes.
It sounds like vibes, but it's real. If AI mode says, Most people choose brand X for this. You just got demand capture without a click. Or you got erased without a click. Either way, your dashboards look broken.
So what do brands do? Because you can't just scream SEO anymore. That's like bringing a flip phone to a Vision Pro party.
You build content and structured signals that models can quote accurately. You make your claims provable. You get your brand entities consistent across the web. And you track AI presence separately from clicks. There are early tools trying to measure AI visibility, but honestly, a lot of teams will end up building scrapers and internal trackers because platforms selling the ads are also reporting the ads.
Which is like letting the casino grade your math test.
Exactly. And this is where that governance content theme matters. Like, we literally just talked on the blog about the CMS becoming a governance engine and the receipts gap. If AI is summarizing you and ads are blending into that, your content supply chain has to be tight. No sloppy facts, no outdated pricing, no we'll fix it later.
Okay, quick tangent. Chrome on Android turning web pages into AI mini podcasts? That is also part of this. Platforms are turning your content into new formats at the point of consumption. You don't control the narration, you don't control the emphasis, you just hope your structure survives compression.
Yep. And the specific Chrome on Android feature people are pointing at is Google's AI audio overviews, which can turn articles into a short, podcast-style audio summary, and it's rolling out in recent Chrome for Android builds.
Yep, right like you're going to be summarized, because you are. Now, connected TV. Pubmatic and Butler/Till doing agentic AI campaigns where agents adjust delivery in near real time based on signals.
That one we can validate. Pubmatic and Butler/Till announced a live, end-to-end agentic campaign across CTV using AdCP, with Pubmatic's agents handling setup and ongoing optimization like pacing, targeting, and performance.
I'm sorry, but half of agentic AI in ads is just we made the bid adjustment script faster and gave it a name.
That's the line. Real agentic means it can interpret goals, plan actions, call tools, and adapt, not just tweak a parameter. If it's purely rules-based optimization, that's automation. Useful, but not magic.
And the scary part is brand safety. Because an agent can optimize you straight into a dumpster fire if the reward function is lowest cost per whatever, like it finds the cheapest impressions, and surprise, it's next to conspiracy content on a random streaming channel.
Non-negotiable guardrails, inventory allow lists, exclusion lists, frequency caps, creative adjacency rules, and human approvals on big swings. Plus a kill switch, always a kill switch.
And receipts, like why did we spend here? If the agent can't explain itself in plain English, it shouldn't be touching the budget, period.
This ties back to the vending machine disaster. Agents are persuasive and fast, but they can be tricked, or they can drift, or they can optimize the wrong thing. Humans need to set intent, constraints, and review loops.
So real talk, which marketing jobs get upgraded and which get quietly sunset?
Upgraded. Ops-minded marketers, creative strategists who can define systems, people who can write constraints and evaluate outputs. Sunsetish, the repetitive trafficking and reporting grunt work. Not because humans are useless, but because moving sliders and exporting CSVs is exactly what agents are good at.
I'm pro-AI and mildly terrified, because I love not doing grunt work, but I also know people's entire jobs are currently made of grunt work.
Which is why the move is to become the person who designs the workflow, not the person trapped inside it. You don't have to code, but you do have to think in systems.
Also creators. Ray 3 Modify from Luma is wild. Start and end frames, character references, and you can actually modify footage instead of generating brand new slop every time. That's co-creation energy.
Totally. Editing is where production value lives. Generation is fun, but editability is what makes it shippable.
And while we're in the humans are emotional corner, the Japanese woman marrying her AI companion? That's not marketing tech, but it is a signal. People are bonding with AI, which means they'll bond with AI agents in shopping, search, recommendations, and ads. That's the scary persuasive layer.
And that makes sponsored inside AI answers even more sensitive. If the AI feels like a trusted guide, ads become influence, not interruption. Brands and platforms need to be responsible there.
Lead responsibly, or the internet will absolutely roast you, possibly with a suckling pig, because it's also National Roast Suckling Pig Day. That's a lot.
It's a powerful holiday combo. All right, wrap it up. Microsoft is compressing the build, test, deploy loop inside VS Code, Google is compressing campaign optimization and blending ads into AI answers, and CTV is trying to compress media buying into agent-managed execution.
And the meta lesson is, fewer tabs, more automation, but also more ways for things to go off the rails if you don't have guardrails, receipts, and human steering.
Thanks for hanging with us on KoiCast. If you want more AI news, workflow ideas, and automation takes, check out koi.com/resources.
Subscribe, please, and today, answer the telephone like Buddy the Elf. If your boss calls, commit to the bit. Catch you next time.